Hey everybody, how's it going? Diecast construction expert here with a review of the Terex RT130 produced by NZG in 1/50th scale. I picked this one up from the Terex America online store in their merchandise section. If you go there, you can find a nice little discount on a few of the model cranes that they've got there. And without too much further ado, we're going to go ahead and start up this review. Alright, so a couple of specifications for the Terex RT130 before we get started. It is in the 130 ton weight class. The main boom length is a maximum of 155 feet. And the tip maximum tip height with the auxiliary boom would be 227 feet. Horsepower, 300 horsepower. It's got a maximum top speed of 20 miles an hour, which is pretty quick for something this big. That's pretty much it. So now that we've got that covered, I'm going to go ahead and start up with the review. Right here up at the front of the machine, you can see the outriggers are obviously all the way out and down. The machine is completely off of the ground without any issue. Spin it around here, get a little bit better light on it. As you can see on the end of the outriggers here, we've got some warning decals. Moving along to the front bumper. We got some more warning decals along with two forward-facing headlights and two outer turning / caution lights. Right here on the center of the bumper, we have what appears to be a what would be like a pull line or something like that. Theoretically, it's just cast into the model. Nothing too crazy going on there. Up here above that, though, we've got steps to access the operator's area if you were so inclined to do that from this side. On the other side, we have the same. Got the little steps there, 1, 2, with little handrails there to grab on. Coming around, I'm going to start basically at the bottom of this model first. Looking at these tires, we got some very realistic, nice tread on the tires. As you can see, they do turn to a certain degree, not too much, but enough to get the idea. And they are very soft rubber here. Right here, we've got an additional ladder to get up to the operator's cab, which seems to be attached to either a hydraulic tank or a fuel tank right here. Coming along to the other outriggers here, we can see, if we can ever focus there, that we've got some more warning decals there as well. And spinning around to the rear of the machine, if we can get this upper to move, we've got the exhaust tip coming out here. Looks a little funky, but it works. Along the back, we've also got some etched out detailing here for the engine grill, along with more steps going back to check that out if you were so inclined to do that. And at the rear, we also have two reverse lights and or just lights that you might have on for whatever reason, and two braking and or flashing cautionary lights there. That's pretty much going to do it for the bottom. I will show you the actual underside of the machine real quick. And you can see we do have a simulated drive shaft there for the four-wheel drive, and that's definitely a very nice addition that they have done there. Nothing else really too much going on there. So now that we've got that covered, we're going to jump into the car body of the crane. And before I get the auxiliary boom all rigged up, I just wanted to show it to y'all real quick. Very nice lattice pieces. I know it's upside down right now, but it folds out one time and then you'd pin it in, And then you got a little bit more that you could pin in right there to make it a fairly decent segment, or you could pin it in right there, or you can pin it in right there. And then you tuck it all the way in for storage. But that is that. Now I'm going to go ahead and rig it up. Alright guys, so at this point I do have the auxiliary boom attached. And that is how tall she goes with that on there, which is already pretty tall. You know, if you're going to be doing a lot of dioramas, that's pretty much going to do a lot of things right there alone. I am going to pull the boom out fully, but it's going to be a really crappy shot, but I'm going to do it anyways for y'all, just for some reference. And might even bring over one of the Lee pair models to kind of put it up next to. Alright, so this might be a really bad idea, and it might fall. Oh, and there it went. Alright, well let's try this one more time. So, apparently 349, excuse me, bucket and a pair of car keys is just a bit too much for this girl. But that is how tall she'll go, which is really tall. It's a lot taller than I really ever anticipated it going, but see if we can kind of back up a little bit here. It's just not, I can't even fit it. It's big. It gets pretty tall, at least 4 feet, I'm guessing. But alright, without that, I'm going to move on with the rest of the review. Alright, here is the auxiliary hook right here. Nothing too crazy at all going on there. And here is the main block. It has 5 sheaths on it. I'm only using 2 right now, and one of them's not even in there properly. The hook does spin 360, and it also swivels 180 degrees that way, which is very cool, very nice feature. Up here at the tip, there's a little bit more decaling up there. I have it tied off really rough right now, so don't mind that. But it's really cool the way these boom segments are all cut out and everything. I really like the look of that, and definitely helps add to the model a decent little bit. Sorry about all that distraction, by the way, but coming up to the cab, we've got some mirrors there. They're just grayed over, no reflective surfaces on that. Looking in the cab a little bit, we can see 2 joysticks in there, along with a little display, small display I should say, and a steering wheel. Here is the operator's chair. You can't see it too terribly well. That's a little bit better. But that's that. On the front, it's got a windshield wiper on the front there of the cab to help the operator see a little bit better, and one more on the top of the cab there. Moving along to the back, we're looking at the counterweight now. It's got a little bit more detailing on it for the warning graphics and everything, along with the very clean Terex logo there. Very nice setup. Very crisp decals and detailing on it, and it's just typical NZG quality, really. Moving along to the opposite side here, we've got some hydraulic lining for the hydraulic motors on the winches, which is very nice to see. You don't see that on too terribly many models, crane models at least. Got some handrails here to get to the service points of the machine, along with some blacked out latches there, which you would open up a compartment there, I'm assuming, if we can ever stay in focus. And right there on the side of the fender, you can see there's a rear facing light, and along the side of the car body here to the left, you can see there's a little, if we can ever zoom in on it, there's a little mirror right there to help the operator see a little bit better what he's doing. And other than that, guys, that's pretty much going to do it. The front here, excuse my hand, got some swing motors down in there, along with a fairly stout hydraulic ram, keeping it all up and high lifting, except for what I just did earlier. There is also a small little hole there that you can put a pin in to keep the boom up to make sure that it doesn't sag down or anything like that. Definitely a nice little addition. One last little thing, along the top of the car body here, you can see some more hard hydraulic lines, which are cast in and painted. Very nicely done. And that's going to do it. Sorry about this being so rough, guys. Don't really do too many crane reviews, but I figured I'd go ahead and do this one, and hope you all enjoy it. It's like I said, she's a real big girl, so I hope some of y'all found this somewhat beneficial, and if not, well, your loss. It wasn't necessarily for everyone, but anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment. Follow me on Instagram, Diecast Construction Expert. Have a good day.